Good girl. Good job.
As you saw previously, I was using the vibration function to recall my dog back to me. And here I'm just showing you a variety of the buttons, how you can click them, how you can change settings, that kind of thing. And I'll go in a little bit more detail here in just a second about what each feature does and how well it works. Also, you can see I have her at quite a distance and she'll still come back to me, which is super great.
So I wanted to show you a little bit more about this Jugbow training tool. So this I have put on my standard poodle and have been using it for a little bit. We go on walks, that kind of thing. She is already trained for an e-collar, electric collar, vibration collar, that kind of thing. So she's pretty familiar with what to expect from those. And I just wanted to show you some features of this one that I thought was really cool. It is a dual like remote, so you can actually have settings for two separate dogs. Like if you look right here, it has one on there, and you can change it if you have like different settings and you're training another dog. You can go back and forth between the trainings of the two dogs, which is really, really cool. And then just the features are easy to use. Like this just increases volume for the vibration or the shock. And you can see, so I literally have just been on like 1 and 2 because I don't need much for her, which is great. Sorry, there's a car coming by. And then what I think is really cool too is you can do like there's a shock feature, and then like an extra, like you hold that, you touch that one, and it'll give it like a boost by 10. And so it just gives a little boost if they're like being really disobedient, you're needing to get them back, that kind of thing. So I just think the features on it are really cool. And it's really lightweight, which I appreciate. It has the lock feature here. There's just like a lot of really unique features to this one. And then I'll show you the charging port and how that works as well. But right now I have my dog away from me. You can't see her, but I'm gonna hit this button right here and just watch, she will come over. Okay, it just went off. Oh, yep, do you see me? Clicked it again, and there she goes. Hi. So again, like I said, she knows how to use these because she's used them before, so she's familiar with how an e-collar works. But let me just show you a little bit more. Okay, I wanted to show you how I have this collar on her right now. Move your neck. So I have it just situated right here. You want to be able to put a finger space underneath so it's not super tight on them, but just tight enough. And then I had to wrap this strap around a couple times just because it was so long, but it works really well. It just has a normal, let me find it here, a normal clip where you can unclip and clip it back. So I'll unclip just like this. Here are what the prongs look like. It's really great. This is also the secondary charging port for this section. And then again, you would use this to charge the remote portion. So she's been doing great with it so far. We've really liked it. It's a great alternative to some of the other brands that are out there. And it has quite the adjustable neck strap, which is really nice. So like I said, I have a standard poodle here and I had to shrink it down quite a bit, but it also can be tightened quite a bit as well, which is really nice. Again, this just kind of tells you like if it's on, and then it'll flash if it's needing like the charge, that kind of thing. Also how you can like sync to make sure everything's turned on. So I can feel that vibrating on my leg just by clicking that button. It's like just slightly vibrating. So it's very, very simple, easy to use, and the dogs tolerate it pretty well. So I think that's great. We also have different features that can be used for it as well. It's just kind of up to you how you want to use the device itself. But I think it's super awesome and I would totally recommend this one. One of the other cool features about this is the way it charges. So I prefer this style of charge compared to some of the other electric collars or e-collars that I've used in the past because it's kind of all in one, which is really nice. So this has this section here that plugs in at the top, just like that. It doesn't really plug in, it's a magnet, if that makes sense. It's a magnet there and it just sits like that. And then that light turns on, that's indicating if it's needing to be charged, and will turn green when it's not needing to be charged. So while that one's plugged in, we can now plug this one in from the base, just like that. And then it'll give us an indication here on the percentage battery left on it, which is really nice. So I think that's super great. I also didn't mention, but this little device here is something that you can use to test if the e-collar is actually if it's functioning correctly. You just set it on here and then you would hit, let me see if I can get it to work. Click the vibration and it'll vibrate. And if I want the shock feature, you can see how that turns red. That's indicating it is shocking. So you have the different settings. It's on shock there, or you can just have it on the vibrate mode, which is that one. So it all tells you on the screen what mode you're on, which is really cool. So anyway, I would totally recommend it if you are looking for a really great e-collar. I also think the color's really cute. That kind of like army green color. It's a good color. It's a good set. Totally check it out.